Hello everyone. In this video tutorial I am going to demonstrate how to run a stepper motor in forward and a reverse step angle control and do the simulation using MATLAB. In this series of video tutorial, this is my part 4 video about the stepper motor simulation. In part 1 I discussed about variable reluctance stepper motor simulation. Part 2 permanent magnet stepper motor simulation. Part 3 how to control the current in stepper motor. This is my part 4 video. It is about trajectory generator. How to design the trajectory generator to run the stepper motor in forward, reverse and halt the motor for particular time duration, and again run the motor in either forward or reverse direction. The block diagram shows the stepper motor with a current control and a trajectory generator. As in this tutorial we are going to discuss about the trajectory generator, how to design this trajectory generator to run the motor in forward, reverse and also halt the motor for certain duration. Here this is the simulation diagram of a trajectory generator that is designed for stepper motor. Here this is a sequence that is a selector. Based on the sequence that we want to run the motor, either forward step or a reverse step, or we have to alter the motor at particular angle, so we can select. So here this is a selector which helps to select either forward or halt the motor or run the motor in reverse direction. And this part is a if else loop. It selects the lookup table which is used to run the motor either forward or reverse, or to halt the motor for particular time duration. This is the part of the simulation diagram. The arrow goes towards to current sequence changer. When we run the motor in forward direction, we have to select the current and measure the current and control the current in one sequence. And when we run the same motor in the reverse direction, we should change the sequence. So here when we change the sequence from forward to reverse or reverse to halt or halt to forward, that sequence to be sent, that signal sent to the sequence that is current sequence changer circuit which is used in the current controller. So these 3 points A, B, C are connected to the current controller logic to turn on the switches A, B, C that is connected to excite the phases of a stepper motor. This is the next part of the simulation diagram. Here we can see a stepper motor and a battery source which supplies power to the stepper motor, and we are using 3 switches. It is a 3-phase variable reluctance stepper motor. Phase A, B and C are excited with the help of a switch 1, 2, 3, and we measure the current, that is a current drawn by the motor. We are measuring the current in each phase separately, and it is given to a selector. This selector selects the current A, B, C, that is phase A and phase B, phase C current, and this part is that is current controller which compares the current measured current with the reference current, and it operates the hysteresis relay switch, and it produces a signal, and that signal is given to a logic gate, AND gate. So the output of these AND gates are connected to the switches 1, 2 and 3 according to the logic state. So it produces 1 or 0, so based on the reference current. So if the current reference current exceeds the limit, then this relay switch turned off. If it falls down the 3 ampere, then it automatically switch on. Based on that, it will produce the logic output 1 and 0 and turn on and turn off the switch and excite the coil ABC.
Dear viewers, I have explained about the simulation of three-phase variable reluctance stepper motor in my part 1 video, and in part 3 video I explained about the current control loop, how to use the current control loop to control the current in the stepper motor. So in this video I'm going to use the same MATLAB file, that is to save your time. So instead of repeating the same sequence of steps again and again making the same file, so I want to use the part 3, that is the simulation file, to demonstrate the trajectory generator design and how to control the motor in forward and reverse direction. If you have not watched that videos, kindly watch it. That will give you better idea about the stepper motor simulation. For my simulation, I'm going to use MATLAB Simulink. This is the file that I'm going to use. This file I used for current control. Here you can see a stepper motor. It is a three-phase variable reluctance stepper motor, phase A, B, and C. The stepper motor is powered by a battery source, and three switches are used to turn on or excite phase A, phase B, and phase C in the sequence to run forward and reverse. And here current is measured using a current measurement unit. That current is to be maintained at 3 ampere using a current controller. Here we are using only one current controller to control all the currents of the three phases using a, that is the selector switch. Here we are selecting the current and we are controlling the current of each phases. Here if the current exceeds the limit, the 3 ampere, then this relay switch will turn off. If the current falls down 3 ampere, it will turn on. It will produces the current off. It will maintain the current of 3 ampere. Here we can visualize the current taken by the motor. Here the step angle, how much the rotation it happens in the rotor for each, that is excitation, and the logic signal produced by the AND gate to turn on these switches. Now we will run this file and we can check what is the that currents, that is a rotor, that is step angle, and also the logic gate produced, that is signal produced by the logic gates. Now we will check the output of this simulation. Here, this is the scope to measure the current. Here in phase A, phase B, and phase C, we maintain the current of 3 amperes in each phases. 3, 3, 3, all the phases 3 ampere. And this is the logic signal to turn on the phase A switch, phase B switch, and phase C switch. This is the rotor rotation. Here it makes an angle of 30 degree for each excitation, 30, 60, 90, 120, goes in steps.
In this simulation file, I removed the current control loop and I put only the trajectory generator. The trajectory generator decides in which that is a way you have to run your motor, whether forward or reverse or halt. All these things are decided by this trajectory generator. Here instead of using the pulse generator, here I am using the lookup table. This is the lookup table to turn on the switch. When to turn on the switch? If you check the lookup table, here the data is 100. That means when they turn on the switch 1, switch 2 and 3 is off. If you look the second lookup table, it is 010. That means when you turn on the switch 2, switch 1 and 3 is off. As when we come to the last lookup table, here the switch 3 is on. When the switch 3 is on, switch 1 and 2 is off. Here this is the sequence selector.
Here it will select the lookup table in the order in which we have to turn on the switches. If we turn on the switches 1, 2, 3, then motor runs in forward direction. If you turn off all the switches, the motor is in alt condition. If you turn on the switches in the sequence 3, 2, 1, then the motor runs in the reverse direction. So here this is the selector. So here this is the sequence we put here in which order we have to turn on the switches. 1, 2, 3. This is for forward sequence. The second one is for third one. Third one is for the reverse sequence 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Second one is the alt condition. When you want to halt the motor, you should not turn on any switches. All the switches should be in off state. Here this is the one which is a lax. So here what is the operation you have to do, whether you want to run the motor in forward or reverse or halt. Here the 1 represent forward motion, 2 represent a halt, 3 represent a reverse motion. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, forward, halt, reverse, again halt, then again 3, 3 means reverse, reverse, again forward, forward. So here the sample time is 5 seconds. 5 seconds means 5 second duration time. The motor runs in forward direction, and 5 second it is in off state, and 3 second is in reverse direction. In that order it will run. So here we can check here this sequence. Here it is 1, 2, 3. That means we are turning on the switch 1, 2, 3 to run the motor in forward direction. The sample time is 0.5 second. For 0.5 second, that is the switch is turned on. Now we can run our simulation file. We can check the output. Here this is the output of our motor. The motor moves in step angle of 10 degree. Here it is moving at the angle of 10 degree for each step: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So up to 5 seconds the motor is running in the forward direction. For another 5 seconds it is in alt state. After that 5 seconds it runs in reverse direction. Again another 5 seconds it is in alt state. Then another 10 seconds the motor runs in reverse direction. Then 15 seconds the motor runs in forward direction. Then the 5 seconds it is alt. Again 5 seconds the motor runs in reverse direction. Again the motor that is in the alt state. So this is the way the motor runs. So this is the in the way that we are running the motor in forward as well as reverse direction. So if we look the step angle, we can check here: 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. At the angle of 10 degree it moves. In this simulation that is a file, I added the trajectory generator with the current loop. This is the current control loop, so which decides the current. What is the current you have to control? So here I am controlling the current of 3 ampere, and this is the trajectory generator. It is running the motor in the forward, halt and reverse condition. So here this is the forward step generator to run the motor in forward direction, and this is what for halt, to halt the motor. This is for reverse generation, and here it is decided, that is by the if else loop. This if else loop decides whether we are running the motor in forward or it is in halt, or whether it is running in the reverse or it is in the halt. So when it is in halt, all the switches should be turned off. So here an if else loop, that is subsystems used to select that is condition. Here what is the output it is coming? If it is greater than 1, so we have to run the motor in any of this order, either 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1. If you select 1, 2, 3, the motor runs in forward direction. If we select 3, 2, 1, the motor runs in reverse direction. So the another if else loop, it shows here that is if the input is 0, if the input is 0, if the input is 0, the motor is an alt condition. If it is an alt condition, so we have to turn off all these switches and we have to stop the motor. So we have to give the command 0, that 0 is applied to all the switches are in off state, the current is also 0. Here, this is the current control loop which decides whether the motor is running in the forward direction or reverse direction. So we have to measure the current in the sequence. If the motor is running in the forward direction, we have to select from 1, 2, 3. In that order, we have to select the current and control the current. If the motor is in reverse direction, we have to select the current 3, 2, 1. So it is a selector, it selects the current and it is controlled here with the help of this logic circuits. Okay, now we will run the circuit and we will check the output. Now we can check the output. So this is the output of our motor. Here it starts with 0-degree angle. It runs at the step angle of 10 degree, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it runs in the forward direction for almost 5 seconds. Then the motor is halted for 5 seconds. Then motor run in the reverse direction for 5 seconds. So again the motor started running in the forward direction. Now I run the same simulation file with a different sequence. Here it is selected 1, 2, 3, again 3, 3, 1, 1, 2. That means the motor started in the forward direction, then halted for 5 seconds, then the motor is running in the reverse direction for 15 seconds. The motor runs in the forward direction for 5 seconds, then it halted for another 5 seconds. Now in this case we will check the current also. We will run the file again. We will check the current. Now we will check the output of this simulation. This is the output of our simulation. Here we can check here the step angle. So for each step it moves 10 degree. It goes forward direction for 5 seconds. Then we made the motor to halt for another 5 seconds. Then we run the motor in the reverse direction for almost 15 seconds. Then the motor runs in the forward direction, then halted for another 5 seconds. Then it runs again 5 seconds in the forward and halted for 5 seconds. Then again the motor runs in the reverse direction. So here the output of the motor, for each step it moves a 10 degree angle of rotation. Now let's check the current. Here in this current waveform, from 0 to 5 seconds, the motor runs in the forward direction. Here the current is limited up to 3 ampere in phase A, B and C. So the current flows in the sequence of phase A, B and C, again A, B, C, A, B, C. It is repeating for that is almost that is 7 to 8 steps. Then after that 5 to 10 seconds the motor current is 0. That means the motor is halted. Then the motor runs in the reverse direction from 10 to 25. From 10 to 25 seconds the motor runs in the reverse direction. Then again the motor runs from 25 to 30 in the forward direction. Again the motor halted from 30 to 35. 30 to 35. Then 35 to 40, the motor runs in the forward direction. Forward direction. Then again halted from 40 to 45. Again the motor runs in the reverse direction. So this is the current waveform of all the three phases of our stepper motor. From this simulation, we can understand how to simulate a stepper motor, three-phase variable reluctance motor with a trajectory generator and current control loop. And we are maintaining the current up to 3 ampere. And here we are running the motor in forward, reverse, and halt, and for a various duration. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries, put it in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you for your valuable time.